Dear the Experienced,
or if you're like us, the Inexperienced,
we hope this finds you well.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Hey guys! Oh my god, as you can tell, we're here together.
It looks very different.
It does. It's not the split.
Oh my god. I'm getting emotional.
We start crying, we're like, oh my god.
We're like, oh my god.
Okay, so we're here, we're live together.
I know.
Not in a studio yet, but we'll get there one day.
Yeah, we'll get there. For sure.
But you want to catch him up on your life?
God.
How long has it been? It's been a while.
It's been like a month, close to a month.
Yeah, since we recorded.
But yeah, so yeah, pretty much I've just been busy with school. School is the common factor
Of our break.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't really done anything. Oh, my sister had her baby.
Yay!
He's healthy. He's 7 pounds, I think. 7 pounds something. But yeah, he's doing great. Little Zai. Shout out Zai. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, forgot to mention that we did go to, we went to like a show.
That's right. Okay, yeah, that's
for Gunner with our friend Senia.
Shout out to you.
And it was like, when was it? Oh, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, maybe?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. We went to a show for Gunner. It was pretty cool. I got into a little accident. A little accident, but we're good.
We're good. Honestly, that day was not even like our day. Like,
I know, yeah, honest, it was a little rough.
And then the show was it was a show.
Yeah, it was definitely a show. It was just shorter than we expected it to be.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
like the vibes were there, kind of. It was very awkward because he had both his family and friends there. No, family, friends, and their fans.
And fans, yeah.
So it was kind of like a mix of both, and like you could tell who was who, like who was a friend and family, and who was a fan.
Yeah. And then at one point, didn't like somebody bump into you?
Oh yeah, like some drunk guy was like dancing right in front of me, and he was like pushing me, and I'm like, hello, sir?
Like, oh my god, calm down.
Yeah, I don't know, it's whatever. He like laid on the couch too, and I thought he was gonna like vomit on me. I was like, oh hell no. So that's why I was like, I was moving away.
Yeah, oh my god.
I was like, I'm not gonna be
all over the place.
Yeah, he was. Really, he was.
But yeah.
But other than that, it was fun. It was a nice adventure, I would say.
No, it definitely was, yeah.
And we're literally leaving in a couple hours to go see
Gunner again, so clearly we like him.
Because he's our friend, Moni.
Yeah, we have to, I guess.
So today's episode is going to be interesting because me and Moni are very experienced in this.
Yeah,
so for this episode, we're the experienced. We're not the inexperienced.
From the experience.
Exactly. Today we're going to be talking about the single life.
Ooh. Single life.
Spooky.
Oh my god, in honor of
scary.
spooky season.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, so, yeah, we're going to be talking about single life and being single and pros and cons of that. Yeah.
So I've been single all my life. You have too, right?
Yep.
That's, our time's coming. It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think like us being single has given us a perspective on things differently, maybe. Because like like our friends have gone through other things that we haven't yet, and we're just like laid back in a way.
Yeah, I feel like since we're not experienced in like relationships, I'm gonna put these since we're not experienced like in relationships, I feel like being experienced in like being single allows us to like focus on ourselves and like be experienced with that.
No, really. Yeah.
So what's keeping us single?
What is it? What is the common denominator?
Yeah, what is it?
Okay. For me, I don't know. I think for me, I'm just kind of scared to be in a relationship. Because I feel like if I really, really wanted to, I would be in one in a way. Right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we would, like, actually seek it and, like, just just go for it. But I think it's like that, like scared of being in a relationship and like doing like all that stuff. I don't know. I think it's that because like I don't know. It's weird. Like yeah, I think that's like my thing. Like I'm just like scared to go for it in a way. What about you? Like what's keeping you single?
First of all, no guys like me. I swear to God.
See, I was gonna say that too.
Like me. That's the first thing. And the second thing, also, yeah, I'm kind of scared to get into a relationship because I've never been like. There's people who have been in relationships in middle school and high school.
Exactly.
So they had time to like develop, and they weren't like supposed to be perfect. But now that we're like adults, it's like I feel like there's like a certain standard that you have to like meet. Like,
yeah, because like we're supposed to be experienced. You know what I'm saying? Like we're supposed to already like have our first kiss and do our first time, whatever. Like at this age, whatever. Yeah. And like if you're not, like I don't think you're seen as a weird person, but I think it's just like awkward. Yeah,
like it's embarrassing for me.
Exactly. Like I was listening to Emma Chamberlain the other day, her podcast, and she was explaining how like in middle school, like how you said, like a lot of people were in relationships having their first kiss, and she wasn't one of those people. Yeah. So she felt like out of place in a way, and I was like, yes, like that's literally me.
That's literally it. Yeah, because like even in high school, there are people who are like freshmen and like, oh, I already had my first time and everything. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Really held hands with the guy. Like what? I'm moving a little bit fast.
No, yeah, it's crazy, and especially I feel like now, like Gen Z wise, like everyone's like relationship here and there,
Especially now during cuffing season.
Yeah, it's the holidays.
Relationship, it's like.
Do you think like society like makes us believe that we need to be in a relationship to be happy?
Oh, for sure. And I feel like, like I don't want to say peer pressure, but in a way it feels like since peer everyone, pressure. Yeah, because everyone's like. They're all getting together and everything and like expecting you to get together with someone, so then it's like well, I'm not. So yeah, I feel like society makes us feel pressured.
Yeah, me too. I feel like it like pushes this thing on you where it's like if you're not in a relationship, you're not cool, you're not happy, you're not whatever. But then that leads to us being independent, like we've learned to like do things on our own. Like you drive yourself to the gym and you drive yourself to if you want to go eat. So do you think like that's gonna change though, like when we eventually
I do feel like it will. And I want to ask you this though, but like, so do you think that you're still gonna be really independent while you're in a relationship, or do you think
that's
like,
what I'm scared of
like,
too?
Clingy
no, that's the thing. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm scared, because I'm like, you can't kind of be both, because if you're too clingy, then that's a little. Yeah. But then if you're too independent, they might see it as like standoffish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what like I think is gonna be hard for both of us actually to like get used to like. Doing kind of both, because we're so independent. Like, because I went to the Dodger game the other day with my friends, and it was my friend and her boyfriend, and then two other guys. And then when my friend and I went to the bathroom together, when we came back, her boyfriend was like helping us like go down the seats, because it's like you have to like go over them, whatever. And she, obviously she like held his hand and went down, and then he offered like his hand to me, and I was like, oh, I got it, and I did it. And he was like, Jazz, like you can hold my hand, it's fine. And I was like, I'm just used to it, like it's just like I'm used to doing it on my own. Like I'm not used to having someone like help me, you know, go down, whatever. So that's why when that happened, I was like, oh shoot, like this is gonna be harder than I thought, because it's not like as easy, and it's just instinct, like. I don't know. It was weird. When that happened, I was like, oh.
No, I feel like it's going to take a while to get used to, like, having someone there and not, like, fully just depending on yourself all the time. Like, I don't even want to think about being in a relationship.
She's getting anxious already.
Because, like, I just know that I'm going to be like, no, I got it. And like,
and then they're going to think, like, no,
I'll help you. Because, like, if I'm too independent, I feel like they'll think that I'm, like, standoffish. Exactly. And that I don't want to commit. But, like, if I'm, like, too into the relationship, it's also, like, you don't have your own separate life.
Yeah, because, like, you got to think, like, well, I mean, we don't really know anything, but in a relationship, I feel like if you're too clingy, then it's like kind of like get off my, whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that's the thing too. Like, how will we know when we're crossing the line or not? You know?
Yeah.
Because we don't know anything. That's
exactly. Yeah. Because like.
So then, okay. So would you classify yourself as an independent person?
Oh yeah. For
so
sure.
then, what if like you meet your partner and then they're super clingy? Like, is that something for you, or are you able to like compromise? Do you think?
See, I think if they're super clingy, I don't know if that would be like a deal breaker for me. I feel like if I really like them, then I would be like, okay, like we could compromise. But
True.
like,
how do you think you would compromise? Like, how would you tell them like back off?
I feel like see, cause there's like the thing in me that's like I don't want to hurt their feelings.
That too. No, me too. Cause that's like the people when I'm like in a relationship with people, like just friendships. Like if something's bothering me, like I won't confront them at all. Cause I'm not that type of person. I'll just be like, oh yeah, like it's fine. So I feel like that's also gonna affect me. Yeah. In an actual relationship, like, you know. I don't know, but yeah, I get you. Yeah. Like it's
and like I'm about honesty and stuff, but then also I don't want to hurt their feelings. So I don't know. I feel like that would be a deal breaker for me if they were like too clingy, because like I like my personal space and stuff. Yeah. And I wouldn't want to be. It's more so not that I don't want them around. It's that I wouldn't want to be like the person for them. You know what I'm saying? Like
they have to depend on you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That. Like, I wouldn't want them to feel like I didn't, like, want to be with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not that I would, like, push them away, but it's just I don't want to be the one to, like, hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's so hard, bro. Yeah. Like, I've heard, like, everyone tell me, like, relationships are a lot of work and, like, hard work, and I'm like... Oh,
like I don't know.
They're like, be grateful that you're single. I'm like, oh
no. No, but like a big part of me wants to be in a relationship. But do you think that you're like ready to be in a relationship?
That's also the thing, because like at some days I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely like ready to be in a relationship. But then like other days I'm like, no, like what am I thinking? Like, no, I'm not ready. I guess the universe doesn't think I'm ready, because obviously they haven't set anyone like forward to be. But yeah, I don't know. I think like it depends like who the person is, because if it's like, because I feel like for a relationship to work out, which might be controversial, but I think like it's a better relationship when you're like friends first, and then it grows into
I agree,
like romance and all that stuff. But I know like people who are like the opposite, and they're like happy, you know, like so I don't know, I think it's just we have a lot of expectations. But back to your question, I don't know if I'm ready. You?
See, yeah, I'm like you, like I think I'm ready, but then at the same time I'm like I don't know if I am. Like I feel like emotionally I'm mature. I've matured a lot. Like if I were to like be in a relationship in high school, oh no.
Oh yeah, no. I'm so glad I wasn't in a relationship in high school, because like high school Jazz was just no, like she was not ready at all. But now like I agree with you, like I've matured a lot. But I don't know if it's like enough to be in a relationship. Because like I think a lot of people like always say like, oh, you have to love yourself first before you love someone else, and I'm not at that point yet where I'm like I love myself. So I think that's the only thing that's like in my head that's like, you're not ready for a relationship. Like you don't love yourself.
Like I still have a lot of insecurities.
Exactly.
I don't want to like project it onto like the person that I'm in a relationship with, because that's not fair to them. But no, like emotionally I feel like I am, like I feel like I'm like I could care for them and everything, and like I could bring a lot to the table. Then at the same time I think that like there's still insecurities there that I need to work on before I get in a relationship.
I feel you. I think that's the same with me. I'm trying to think of what else, like, because like what else do you need to be ready into a relationship? Because like obviously we're not going to be perfect, you know, like we're not going to wait until we're perfect, because that's never going to happen.
Because you get to grow with that person.
Exactly. So I don't know. I guess like you just feel when it's right for you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, like, what are your expectations for like relationships?
Like for the person or the actual relationship itself?
Let's say person and relationship. Both.
So like the person, I feel like my biggest thing is like I just want someone like there, like to go to, you know, like when I need them. Not when I need them, but like to talk to, just hang out with, you know, like whatever. I just like want my person. Yeah. That's like what I think, but like I expect like to have like trust, loyalty, honesty, how you said, like honesty is a really big one. But also like with the fun things where it's like, oh, we could do spontaneous trips and stuff. I don't know, I just feel like I'm expecting to just that person to be my person to like go to whenever I want to do stuff, you know? Yeah. You?
See, my expectations, I feel like I want them to be like a person that's like opposite of me, but at the same time has
the same?
Like, the same interests and things like that. Like, because in the way that like I'm an introvert, but I would want someone who's an extrovert to bring me out of my box. And then like someone who's more, I don't know, how do you say, like just more of a leader, you know what I'm saying?
But you're a pretty good leader.
I mean,
she's like, stop.
Thanks. No, but like someone who's just like who knows what they want, because sometimes I'm indecisive, and yeah, I know what I want most of the time, especially since I'm more independent, but there's sometimes I feel like I need someone to help me choose a decision. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So like, what if like, okay, so you're an introvert. Oh my god, introvert. And if you meet someone that's an extrovert, what if they're like, you guys go to the party and then like he or she is like talking to all these people and like leaves you alone?
I'm like,
they know that you're like reserved. See, so that can be like a problem.
Yeah, that's where it like it trips me up a little bit. But then at the same time, like I said before, how they would try to help me get out of my shell is if I see them like socializing with people, that would,
you would try to like go.
Yeah, it would make me more motivated to like socialize with them.
I guess that's like where the compromise comes in. Yeah, 'cause it's like, oh well, you're talking to everyone, let me at least like stand by your side, you know, and try to talk to. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of expectations. Like, I don't know, like what's like one thing that you've taken away from like movies? Because I know like movies aren't reality. So like, and they always like hype up, you know, boyfriend girlfriend relationship. So like, what do you think, like what have you learned from movies that's not real, like in real life? Because there's a lot.
Oh my god, I think it's like the pressures of trying to have like a picture perfect couple. Yeah, like especially like in those high school movies,
High School Musical.
Like, yeah, like the popular couple, and it's like
the jock and the cheerleader.
Yeah, like they're like picture perfect and everything, but then it's like they clash, and they're not like the same person, but they're just together because of like how pretty they are together.
Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say that too, that it has to be like they paint this thing where it's like always gonna be perfect, but that's not like how a relationship works.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Like talking from like friendships, because you know friendships are also work too. So I think like I think movies just play this picture perfect, like, oh, everything's fine if you have a boyfriend, everything's fine if you have a girlfriend, and it's not like that at all. Yeah. But
and they also make it seem like that's like pretty much your entire life is that.
No, literally, like there's nothing else to it.
Yeah, like you don't have anything else like there's outside of that relationship. That's what I was like talking about earlier, like still having separate lives and being able to do what you want to do, but then also coming together and like collaborating kind of with your partner.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing what you want to do.
I think that's kind of like that's part of my expectations too. Like we're able to like do our own thing, but also like come together and, you know, just be a couple.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you heard of like, there's this thing on TikTok where it's like supposedly that all the single girls are single because guys are just too scared to talk to us. What do you think about that? Because like, I think that's BS. Like, that's total BS.
No, I don't. I don't believe that at all. Like 100%. Like, because if you genuinely like find someone so attractive and like you want to go up to them and you're just too scared, like that's stupid. Like obviously if you want something with them, you're going to pursue them.
Exactly.
No matter what.
That's what I always think. Because, like, all my, like, pretty friends are, like, taken, too. Like, you know, that's not, like, all the taken ones are, they're ugly. You know, that's, like, no, that's not how it works. That's how, like, that doesn't make sense. Because, like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Like you said, like, especially, like, now that it's so much easier to pursue people, like, slide in the DMs, you know, or slide up on their story. Like, it's so much easier now to just be like, hey, like, I saw you at the game. I think you're really cute. Yeah. You know? So it's like, no, like, don't tell me this, because that's not true. I don't think it is, because, I don't know, it's just, like you said, like, it's just so much easier. Because, like, when I find a cute guy on TikTok, I'm like, oh, let me follow him. And then I'm like, should I send him a DM? No, maybe. You know? But, yeah, that's why I'm just like, I send a lot of guys, like, DMs, but just, like, on TikTok, because it's just, like, okay, well, I think you're cute, let me send you a DM. Yeah. So I think they would do the same, too, you know?
And also the thing is, like, it's not just, like, the guy that can pursue, like, the relationship.
That, too.
Like, the girl can also do it, which, like, I'm all for it. Like I said before in the crushes episode, I was like, oh, I told all my crushes that I thought like, because it's just like, okay, like, even if they don't feel the same way, at least it's like a nice compliment. Like,
no, yeah, that's true.
They get to feel good about themselves. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I wonder if there's ever people out there that's like, no, he has to make the first move.
I know.
I'm sure there's people out there, but I've never met a person like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like how, like, girls are stepping up to the plate.
As we should.
But yeah, that's BS. I think all single people are just single because they have an underlying factor that they're not telling people about.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
You know, like us, it's like the insecurity of, like, being too independent and, you know, physically and emotionally not ready. But
yeah.
I don't know. Why are you single, guys?
Yeah, why are you single?
Let us know in the comments down below. No, I'm just kidding. Let us know.
Okay, so let's talk about, like, the pros and cons, like, of being single. Like, what do you think they are?
Okay, so I think a pro is that, like I was telling you earlier, like, we can see any guy that we want or girl that we want and be like, oh, they're cute. Like, let me try to slip my number in there. Obviously, like, if you were in a relationship, you can't do that, you know? Like, you probably just be like, oh, they're cute. And then just, like, have to look away. But yeah, that's my pro. What about you? What's your pro?
I think not having to, like, reach someone else's expectations. Like, I get to go out and public the way that I want. I get to not shave my legs. Like, I don't have to do any of that.
I don't have to shower every day.
Yeah, like, you know, I could just step out however I want.
That's actually true. I never really thought about that. Because, like, you also have to compliment them. Yeah. Like, you know, if they're going out nice, like, to the grocery store, if they're wearing, like, jeans and a nice shirt, you're like, oh, now I have to wear jeans and a nice shirt.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I never really thought about that. Imagine just, like, showing up and, like, one person's in jeans and, like, all, like, nice, and then you, like, look at me and it's, like, sweats and, like, a messy bun.
Like, you just look like you got out of bed.
That's how it be, though, honestly. Okay, a con?
A con, let's see.
I think a con for me is just, like, being left out of, like, friends. Even though, like, they don't, like, do it on purpose, or it's like, oh, Jazz is single, let's not invite her. You know, like, that's not how it is. Like, I'm just saying, like, they get to talk about, like, their boyfriend or their girlfriend. I'm just like, oh.
Like, oh, great.
Cool, guys. You guys are really cool. Yeah. I wish I was you. But, yeah, I don't know. I think that's just, like, a con. Like, just not being in a relationship.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think a con is for me, I don't know about you, but I have, like, so much love to give just
that too
to everyone. And sometimes, like, when I'm watching, like, a rom-com or whatever, I'm like, oh my god, like, I wish I was in a relationship so I could just give my love to someone.
Yeah.
So I think that's a con of being single. Is like,
you have no one to love.
I have no one to. I just need somebody to love.
Have you noticed that we sing, like, every episode?
Oh my god.
We always sing, like, at least once in an episode.
I love that for us.
I know. Sign her already. I'll be the backup.
Labels.
I'll be the backup. I'll be the backup. Watch. No. Please.
That was great. That was great. Good job. Good job.
But yeah, I don't know. Cons are like hard. I think just the main con is that you're single. You know, like you can't do
like
couples
you just get left out all the time, or like you feel FOMO.
Yes, that's what it is. It's FOMO. That's literally the con of being single. Mm-hmm. It's just, you know, fear of missing out. That's it. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of pros. I bet you save money. Oh, you don't have to spend it on someone else.
So true.
You just spend it on yourself.
Yeah, you have a bunch of free time.
Free time.
Oh yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to eat a pizza 2 days in a row, eat a pizza 2 days in a row. Mm-hmm. That's it. I think there's definitely a lot more pros than cons to being single. Mm-hmm. But I think when you get into a relationship, that kind of like evens out. Like, you know, like it kind of... Yeah. Because obviously, like, you don't have as much free time. Talking about free time, what about like when they're in a relationship and they don't hang out with their friends anymore?
we know someone like that. Oh yeah, so like you were talking about how when you hang out with your friends, you kind of feel like left out a little bit. Yeah. So like talking about friends in general and just like how you feel like you're the only one who's single. Like how do you feel about that?
I'm trying to think. So like right now, I think like in high school, I think one of our friends had a boyfriend, and she was, you know, like always with us before when she was still single, and then when she got together with her boyfriend, she was like always with him, and like the rest of us was like, what the heck, like, you know, like we were all single at the time, so we were like, huh, like why do you do this? And I guess it's just like, I guess it's something that you do when you're in a relationship. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know how you deal with it. I think you just go on with it, you know? Because you can't, like, say, like, Moni, stop hanging out with them. Yeah. You know, like, true. It's not... Yeah. You have no place to say that. Mm-hmm. So, I guess it's just kind of, like, you have to roll with it. Because it's just, like, okay. Yeah. Find new friends.
I also don't know if it's just, like, the fact that we haven't been in a relationship,
that too. Yeah, that's how I'm like, do I just not understand
just like what are we missing here?
Yeah.
But also, at the same time, I feel like even if I was in a relationship, and it may change, but I swear to God, I hope it doesn't. Like, even when I'm in a relationship, I feel like I'll still make time for the other people in my life, not just, like, spend every waking moment with this person, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because it's just like, because those people who were in your life before just get booted to the side.
Exactly. It's like, oh, move out of the way, you know?
Sorry.
Do you think, like, because we're both, like, family oriented, I think. So do you think, like, because, like, when I eventually get a partner, like, get together with them, like, I still want to be able to spend time with my family, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they're, like, a big part. My friends, too, like, my closer friends, like, they're a big part of my life too. Yeah. You obviously, like, our concerts when we just like go do stuff. So do you think, like, since we're so family oriented, like, that's gonna be like a big role in our relationship? Like, it's gonna be in your head, like, I need to see my family, I need to, you know, see my friends. Oh yeah. So do you think that's like maybe what makes them not hang out with their friends when they get together? Like the people that do, like, maybe they're not family oriented, you know what I'm saying?
See, I feel like they probably seek like validation and attention from other things if they're not family oriented, whereas like with us, since we like have family that's always close with us, like we get like our attention our attention that way, so like we don't care about trying to seek it somewhere else.
Yeah, that's right. Like them, it just came to me right now.
Yeah, for them it's like they have to get it somewhere else, so then when they're with that person, it's like they hold on to them.
Yeah, like they want it, you know, like they just like stay there. But yeah, because I was thinking, like, we're both like family oriented and we both like recognize, and we have a friend who's like doesn't really talk to us anymore. Yeah. But she wasn't family oriented at all.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Yeah.
Because my like other best friend, she has a boyfriend, but she's also very family oriented, and she's not like one to just be like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with I was gonna say his name. With him, you know, like, bye guys. Yeah. So, like, I think that plays a role. Like, family just plays a role in your relationship as well. Because it's just like, well, I need to hang out with my family, so. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe that's the secret, family orientation.
Yeah, so get yourself a family. Get yourself a family at the nearest market.
Yep, aisle 6. Right there. You'll find them all. Okay, so as we were talking earlier, we said that, like, we still don't love ourselves as much yet to, like, be able to love someone else. Do you think, like, confidence is, like, the key to that? Like, once you find confidence, then you'll be fine? Like, you'll be ready to go?
See, I think confidence does play a huge role in, like, being in a relationship. Like, you have to have a level of confidence where, like, you're secure in yourself. Because think about it. If you're in a relationship and you're super insecure, a lot of insecure people are like, oh, like, is he, like, flirting with that girl?
Yeah.
And he's literally just like, oh, can I get my coffee? Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like, I saw what you did.
Yeah, so, like, I feel like there is a level of confidence that you need to have before you can get into a relationship. Because or else it's just gonna, like, your relationship is gonna crumble. Yeah,
I get that too. And I feel like, because, like, again, like, my other best friend that's in a relationship, like, she's confident, like, within herself. And me, on the other hand, I'm like, like, I'm not confident. So I think, like, confidence, like, does have a big say in, like, relationships. Because you have to be, like, confident in yourself, you know? Not just, like, looks-wise. Yeah. But also how we were saying, like, to depend on yourself. That you're not, like, always depending on them. Yeah. So I think, I don't know, like, confidence has, like, a big meaning to it. It's like an umbrella term. Because there's a lot that goes under that. Yeah. Like, physical-wise, emotional, like, mentally, like, all that stuff is, like, I don't know, you need a lot of confidence to be in a relationship.
Yeah, and I don't know if I have that. I think that's definitely why I'm not in a relationship yet, because
like, people love confidence, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm attracted to confidence, too, and I'm sure you are, too. Like, everyone is. Like, when someone's confident in what they do, it's like, oh, like, hey, you know?
Yeah, because it's like, if that person is confident on their own, it's like, you know that they can be confident in the relationship.
Yeah, exactly. I mean? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's just, like, that's literally it. It's confidence. Like,
that's the key, kids.
That's what it is. Family orientation and confidence.
Yep. Grab confidence and family at the nearest store.
Market.
The nearest market.
Confidence you can find in aisle 2. Yep. We work there. We know. So, like, when do you think it's, like, a problem when it becomes, like, confidence versus, like, conceited?
As a Leo, I should know. No, I just think confidence is knowing that, like, you've got your own back. Like, exactly, you're good on your own. And also, like, I guess because some people say that I'm confident, even though I'm definitely not confident. But just, like, I feel like confidence is just knowing, like, that you've got yourself and knowing what you're worth. Yeah. Versus cockiness is, like, knowing what you're worth but trying to flaunt it.
Exactly. Because there's a very thin line between confidence and, like, cockiness, conceitedness. Yeah. Because, like we said, like, confidence is attractive. But once they're, like, cocky, it's like, let me take a step back real quick. Yeah. You know? Like, no. I don't know. I think, like, I'm trying to, like, cockiness, I don't know. It's weird because, like, it could be attractive, too, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like, in the bad boy type of
yes, like that. Yeah. Like, it could be. But that's, like, that's the problem. Like, when do you know that it's going to be a problem and when it's not really going to be a problem? Right. Because some people can be, like, conceited in front of others, but when they're, like, alone, they're not like that, you know? Yeah.
But I think that also comes with insecurity. Like, okay, that just popped into my head. I think that, like, behind cockiness is insecurity, and then confidence is just its own
confidence thing. Yeah,
so, like, true.
You're so smart. Oh my gosh,
it just popped into my head. But I just think that, like, so, like, being cocky is like a front that people try to put on.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's like they attempt to be confident, but confident radiates like from within. So like being cocky is simply just pushing out your insecurity and trying to like how do you say, like try to mimic confidence.
Yeah, like you're trying to show them that you're perfect, basically. You know, like you have all this, you have all that, you know, all that stuff. Because like I don't want to bring in TikTok, but TikTokers, like a lot of them are, well, I mean, we don't really know them personally, but they look conceited rather than confident. Most of them. Yeah. So like that's what I'm trying to say. Like I'm trying to think, like, because obviously all these influencers are in relationships, but a lot of them also do look conceited in a way. So like I don't know, it's weird because like, I mean, again, I don't know them personally, but if they're conceited, like how are they in a relationship, you know? Or like you said, like it might just be a front to everyone. So I don't know, it's weird. Influencer like relationships are weird to me because I feel like they're fake. They're not like real.
Yeah. And sometimes I feel like they're kind of like some high school relationships. Yes. Where people try to just be in a relationship to seek validation, but they're not necessarily ready to be in a relationship. So it's like, I think that's kind of like a surface level. Yeah, I think that's why like all these relationships don't really work out because it's just like, oh, you know, like we met at a party, we hit it off, now we're together. You know, like it's not even like back to what I said, like I think for me, like I would rather have like a friendship grow into like a romanticized relationship. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because at least you know that you're like compatible, like friendship wise. Yeah, like something, right? Like, you know, like you have similar interests and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I'm just like, okay. That's why my mom always says, like, you need to find someone real. Like, these influencers are real. I'm like, Mom, shut up. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. That's like a whole other topic, like influencers and all that stuff. But I just wanted to say, like, there's a thin line between confidence and cockiness. You're cocky. I'm confident. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry about that. But yeah. Oh, I also think that if you're like wanting to be in a relationship, you shouldn't base like your expectations for a relationship on like other people's relationships, because like everyone has like a different relationship and everyone like has a different dynamic, where like some people I saw on TikTok, we always bring up TikTok. I know, it's always TikTok, man. That's like our source. No, but I saw on TikTok that like this girl was like, oh yeah, like I'm like in a relationship to serve my man and like cook for him and clean for him and everything. No thanks. And I'm like, that's not me at all. Not I. No, not at all. But I think that's just like how people base their relationship on what they see from other relationships, and that's not how it should work. It should be what works for the two of you. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, yeah, I get what you mean. Because everyone's different. Like, you shouldn't say, like, oh, yeah, I want to be, like, their relationship. Because you never know, like, what's underneath the surface. Yeah, exactly. But, yeah. So, I mean, you know what? Go have fun with your partner. I'm fine. Go have fun with your partner. Or if you're single like us, live it up. And hit us up as well. Yeah. Hit us up. DMs are open. DMs are open. But yeah. Oh my god, I saw like the national boyfriend posts. Oh my god. I was like, oh my god, please. No, I literally posted on my private story and Jazz lit up. That was funny. She's so cute. But I literally posted on my story. I was like, happy National Boyfriend's Day, babe. And it was like a drawing of like. Did you save it? We could like insert it. I think I saved it. But yeah, it was so funny, and then Jazz was like, oh my god, my favorite couple. They're literally my faves. Oh my god, no, because those posts really had me like tearing up a bit. I was like crying and throwing up and banging my head on the wall. Literally like sliding down the wall crying. Oh my god, I'm happy for you guys, okay? Whatever. Just, let's move past along that. Let's just keep going. I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy. I'm really happy for you guys. Yep. Anyways.
that concludes today's episode of us being single and partially sad.
I hope you guys liked it.
You know, honestly though, like, to end this like on a good note, like, I think we've coped well with the single life. You know, like, we've embraced it. We're here. We're manifesting. Like, we're fine, guys. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about us.
We're so fine. The thing is though, like, what's keeping me going is that eventually I'm gonna be in a relationship.
Exactly. You know, like,
so like I'm not even tripping. I'm just gonna.
We're just one day closer.
Life. Yeah, exactly.
We're one day closer. That's it.
Exactly. Like, I know there's gonna be a soulmate out there, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, blah blah. We're gonna hit it off, whatever. But that time will come.
Exactly. It's just not our time yet. Right now is our time to live it up.
Live.
But yeah, so if you guys are single and a little sad, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Especially during cuffing season. It's okay.
It's okay. We'll stick together.
We got your back.
Pumping.
So yeah, in the next few episodes, we should be having some special guests. So look out for that. It's gonna be
very exciting.
It's gonna be so fun and exciting.
It's 2 separate episodes. 2 different types of guests.
Yeah. October's fun field.
Yes. Also, we kind of want to do some spooky episodes before October is over.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let us know. Like, what should we do?
Yeah.
We were thinking like true crime.
Yes.
Spooky stories.
Like paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, let us know.
And
don't forget to follow us.
Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And that's it.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.